Hello friends! Welcome back to Dream Daddy Part 9. Before we continue, I have noticed that some of y'all don't know that I stream on Twitch, which is horrible. It's horrible. I stream at least twice a week on Twitch and we do some fun content there. So consider, following me. I'll post the link in the description chat box, whatever it's called. And yeah, it's awesome. Do it. You'll see me more. I'm not good at self-promotion. Just do it. I want to see you there. I want to interact with y'all. Y'all are amazing. And let's go ahead on with the video. Okay, we are in it. Well, it's been a long day, and I'm just about to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. Okay, I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I gently knock the door. Hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Oh, little baby's crying. Oh. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Well, something must have happened. Amanda, get out. Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Oh, wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like this. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. Oh. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She does not look happy. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bags and storms out. God, that scared me. Amanda, we do not slam doors in our house. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her how to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make it worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin. What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak in a language we both understand. I pull out a cake from the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. Oh, look at this! This is wonderful! Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Oh, I love it! It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing, I know I've been really weird lately, and I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I need to make bloopers of this. This happens a lot, guys. The tongue ring, the lisp, everything does not go together for reading for extended periods of time. I'm trying my best. I guess I should start from the top. So you know Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R? Crap. The other one. I guess you're not technically wrong. It's good to have fallbacks like that one. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They told me they were busy studying for Calc AB final. Oof. That's sad, Amanda. I feel your pain. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah. And, that's a thing. What? Whoa, I had no idea. I definitely did not know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyways, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anyone. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day, I invite everyone out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than like 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyways. I get to the food court and who do I see there? But Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah all hanging out together eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arms around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace has nothing to come up with. I don't even know who that is. Grace is did she poop the bed too? No, Dad, please, just stick with me. Grace is the one that nobody likes, or I guess that's just me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add. which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R. asking how long the Noah thing has been going on. And sorry, I know it's a lot. You still following? Let's just say, what did Emma R say? Oh, okay. Get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word and arduously? I'm not a dictionary. I'm sorry, I don't know that word, but I can guess what it means. Long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I can believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my messages and didn't reply. And I know that because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend like I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P. about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable. And I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then, out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P. sent screenshots of everything and everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everyone dropped me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. That sucks. Amanda, that sucks. Amanda, I am so sorry. I almost expected it from everyone else, but Emma R. been there since my dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. And I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remains of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everyone, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. What is sordid? I don't know. Sorry again, not a dictionary. Thanks for listening. Tune in next time for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. I don't think it's dumb. That's mean. I hate teenagers. They're mean. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Okay, so let's say real friends don't do that. That sounds like a good thing to say. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friends? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting in the effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to be their friend. Ultimately, I think this says a lot more about their character than it does yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. No, I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that entire cake? Yes, we did eat that entire cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yeah? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
Your dad.
Oh, did y'all hear that? Ah, they did a little voice for her. Love you too, Dad. So fucking wholesome. My heart can't take it. It's too wholesome. I love this game. It's so nice. Okay, what is this? DB me? Freaky, listen, this is you from the past? Whoa, how'd this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier this morning, when it was socially unacceptable for you to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately, this isn't the society that we live in. And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others, but you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good, me. Okay, we'll buy the ice cream. Goodness. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. Good. Sounds great. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road? Pistachio? Oh, Amanda's probably gonna want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. I turn around to see Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest? He's probably gonna ask us to buy cigarettes, honestly. That's what I think's gonna happen. You're cool, right? I'm so cool. I'm shocked you even have to ask, dude Meister. Oh my god. I asked the wrong person. Could you just help me out? Help y'all? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you 20, will you buy me e-liquid? Ernest, what is e-liquid? It's like Gatorade, you know? Electrolyte liquid. I get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the register. What is a grift? I don't know. A classic fiddle game, you know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Oh my god. Freaky daddy, no, stop. Just ask the clerk for blue cran razapple vortex. He'll know what it is. I pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. I search around for some blue craisin boy stare, but I can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, where is your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoos recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Aww. Wait a minute. Are you trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream because it's working? I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double wait a minute. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Vaping is bad, guys. Don't do it. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look. I'm gonna pretend that you didn't just try to trick me into buying you the old Pofomets cough syrup and then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. And stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. Oh my. What if I give you $25? Go home, Ernest. Tisk tisk. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. Ernest, stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. I go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second. That's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car. Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Do you know this kid? Let's just say I'm friends with his dad. Yeah, we live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid, and I'm this boy's father. I turn around to see Robert walking up the street and towards the convenience store. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. Noel Metal was still in style. Ernest and I were living in Florida swampland, scavenging for... Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week, thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks. I want to say Richard? Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life just trying to do my good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you 20? Child, I will end you. Hey, Freaky, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure. Yay, walking home late at night with Robert. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad. Seems like he tortures just about everyone. He even stole your wallet. What? No, I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you even doing this to yourself? What? Robert points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them is for Amanda. I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream we've purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. You work hard, Freaky. You're a good dad. Don't you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale. If you're gonna treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean. Real pistachio. You deserve it. Aw. You're right, Robert. We do. We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. That boy is the real reason why we don't have any prizes in Serial anymore. Catch you around, Freaky. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your ska days. Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of the night with why do I keep saying cubs? 2 tubs of ice cream, and also Amanda. My damn wallet. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and message Craig again. We're almost at 3 hearts, and I'm not sure what that's gonna do for us. Maybe something romantic. Not sure. But we're gonna go on our date with him. You know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse dad book for a while. Are you ready? Commitment, guys. Commitment. Are we ready for this? I think so. We like Craig. Craig's a nice guy. He's handsome. He has adorable kids. Let's go. It took some time for our schedule to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. We always stay so busy with work, or he always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only way we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. No. I was able to shift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food. So I double checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I am good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all my camera equipment, lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Oh, what's the series about? Freaky. National monuments. It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What the? Okay. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature, roughing it, just me and Mother Nature, the old Madre de trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own? I'm not gonna have any signal out there, so I won't be able to call or text you at all. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple of days without constant updates on who just got voted off the International Haunted House Hunters. Rude. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ordnance stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dad Tron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. Ooh, here we go, our date! I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Let's say such a gentleman. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Yep. On her way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Let's go. Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. What is calisthenics? Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of kids sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find in the very last slot a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Keg Stand's Mega Mix Volume 1? Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I popped the CD into the car stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon enough we're both happily scream singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate. You brought that dog home one night and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who really had a bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of all of us, but we could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and a spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. It feels good to be out here. Real good. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our bags. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks. Otherwise, I've been dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything okay? Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Oh, he looks nervous. It's okay being out without your phone for a day. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around and take in all the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Craig, get off your phone. This is supposed to be bonding time. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face, but what if there's a problem? There won't be. You'll be fine. Come on, bud. Who's a relaxed boy? I don't know. Craig. I'm a relaxed boy. That's my dude. We kept marching down the trail, but it seems Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back, find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig, seriously, what is wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they are in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks at me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people out here. I can't believe you still have this tent. Aw, he looks kind of better now. I found it in the attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I think that's a good looking tent. It looks fine. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go. Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold domination over this land. Verily. And looking at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So, what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm to stop me. Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over to where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. Why? Why? Oh my god. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examined the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were gonna have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our old college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I hear water running. Ooh. Ooh. Romance? Pretty? Look at this. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with a genuine beauty of the place, we go to investigate. The old waterfall. It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off of it like the old days? This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb right over here. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins to take his clothes off. Hello! Hi! Look at Craig's butt. I can't help but get a sneak peek. That is a good butt. Kind of like the tree. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn away, blushing. Are you coming or what? Oh, I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Let's go. Who needs pants anyways? They're society's oppressors. Down with the pants, down with the system. That's the spirit. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb onto the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much more higher from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig catapults off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Woo! He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edges of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurfaced to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. He launches another water wave at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Let's dunk him. That's good. I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water. Hey! I drop him down for a splash. Craig bounces back out of the water. My turn. Oh no, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water devastated. You think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro. These arm cannons are dad launchers. Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truth, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was really an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? Let's see. I'll race you to the top. We run all the way up to the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Want to go again? You know it! With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more in you? I live for danger. It takes us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. You're right, we should go. We should probably head back. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay, we'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Yes. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in the tinfoil. Guys, it's been almost an hour, and I think we should stop it here, actually. You know, we just got done with a sexy water fight, and my mind is going other places with this. I can't get too excited. My heart, it'll explode. But we're gonna stop it here for now, and next time, we're gonna finish up our day with Craig. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and leave a like and comment on this video. But yes, have a good night, friend, good morning, friend, or whatever time of day it is, and I will see you later. Bye.